Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome back to the DCSU Dynasty here in College Football 25. Today we're gonna get into Season 1 of the rebuild, and we're gonna go through 3 games, all non-conference, against 2 rivals and an FCS team. In the bottom left corner, you can see the status of our team right now. We have 20 players from Washington, D.C. on the team. We have 10 players from Maryland on the team, and we have 12 players from Virginia on the team. So, since we have 10 players from Maryland, which I just barely scraped together on the team, we can now recruit in all the bordering states of these 3, which is Delaware, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, and North Carolina. I put together a board that I am really excited about. First up, Austin Westbrook, 4-star scrambling quarterback, 6 foot 206 out of Virginia Beach. And I scouted him. He's not like a bust or a gem. He's just regular, but 91 throw power, 86 speed, 91 acceleration. Really good starting accuracies, 83 throw on the run as well, so that's good. And then I filled up the board with 33 star players and 5 4-star players. I'm gonna go heavily after the 5-star players, 4-star players, and everybody else is just getting a scholarship. And then I hope the bar just fills itself up, and I hope we can stay in like 20 of those battles. And then at the end, when I wrapped up my 4 stars, I hope to finish this one. And then we have, I think it was 2 or 3 running backs, a fullback, a few receivers, just from everywhere, but actually mostly from Maryland and Virginia, because it's just easier to recruit from these states as my team. I feel like finding good players from North Carolina that are interested in us has been a bit difficult. And Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia all didn't really have a lot of players, like just generally, just from volume. But yeah, we also got our first insta-commit this season. It's Brian Palumbo, an edge rusher out of I don't see where, but he committed instantly, and that's one less player to worry about. I think he's gonna be fine. I didn't scout most of the 3-star players, but I'm just like, right now I just need to fill the roster up with players that are actually like allowed according to the rules, which are in the description. Next 4-star is an edge rusher. Cordell Newcomb is a right end out of Memphis, Tennessee, and 80 power moves right off the bat is really good. 86 strength as well, and he's a really like. He's not one of the super light edge rushers, but like 86 strength as an edge rusher is really good. So I'm really excited about him. Next one, we have a gem 4-star defensive tackle, Cortland Brake out of Raleigh, North Carolina. He is, he looks really good too. He looks more like a pass rusher, not really a run stopper, but we'll see. I'm gonna recruit all of these 4-stars very heavily. And we have also got a couple of linebackers, one of which is also an edge rusher. This is Hugh Bowling was the edge rusher, also a gem, so I'm gonna recruit him heavily as well. Is a power rusher, and 6'1", 246 is a little bit on the lighter side, but I think it's fine in college. He does have 82 strength, which is fine, but not as good as the other one. 80 power moves right off the bat though is pretty good. And then he even has 56 zone coverage, so it's not like he's a horrible linebacker, but like if he has already 80 power moves, I'm gonna put him on the edge, obviously. And then Joe Mandarino from Laurel, Maryland. I still need to recruit a lot of players from Maryland. We don't want to drop below the 10 player mark there. But he's an actual linebacker, and he looks really good. He's not a gem for some reason, but he has 76 zone coverage, 89 speed. Like, sign me up for that. And then 82 tackling and 70 block shedding. Like, this dude is ready to go. And yeah, I want to have this dude on my roster so quickly. like 76 zone coverage, but his archetype is a run stopper, so you know, like that guy's gonna be good. And for every one of those 4 stars, I made sure they have a deal breaker that helps me. So 3 of them are a proximity to home deal breaker, and the other 2 are playing time deal breakers, because that's something that I'll not lose in the foreseeable future. And so I have a very distinct advantage against everybody else. But let's jump into the first game, FCS East. I know I could have scheduled somebody that was a lot more difficult to play against, but I wanted to like just get to know this roster, maybe start the season off with a victory. This is 3rd string running back Greg Schott on the return, and he gets us started at the 17. Wade Scioli is your starting quarterback. By the way, how do you like these alternate uniforms? For some reason, I couldn't change the uniform. I think that's because the FCS team don't really have other uniforms, but our home uniform didn't really like stand out from the FCS teams. So yeah, I took our alternates, and Scioli is already on the run, and he's gonna get the first down and then some. Slide safely with like a 15-yard pickup. Nice play. Now, handoff to Spencer Maryland, our lead running back. He gets a chunk. 19 yards on the run. That sounds really good to me. Now George Garrison, oh no, it's a fake. So dump off over the middle on the slot cross here. That's tight end Frederick Grossman, our best receiver so far. So expect him to get a lot of carries. Now we run the option, but there is a flag on the play already. We have Spencer Maryland breaking a tackle, getting inside the red zone here. But that's going to come back, sadly. That's a holding on the offense. It's JB Foland. Wade Scioli is going to hand it off to Spencer Maryland, and that's a first down run, and down to the 20. Still got a big gain, even though we had to absorb a penalty. Now 3rd and 3, gotta have this one. Maryland cuts it upfield. It's not gonna get it. 4th down and 1. And the game tells me to have a field goal, but no way am I gonna go for a field goal. 4th and 1, it's Spencer Maryland. First ever touchdown. White Tigers take the lead. It's 7-0 with Spencer Maryland's touchdown. That one was pretty good. 4th down and 1. That felt really good to go for it and then immediately get the score and not just have like a quarterback sneak or something. Running game feels really good right now. Now they are going to run the option, and there is a flag down that is going to come back. That's also a holding on the FCS team. And we're obviously going to accept here. 1st and 18 coming up. And then it's 3rd and 15 a couple plays later. And yeah, they're not going to get there. That's a tackle well shy. So they punt it back. We get good field position, and Scioli takes a snap, scrambles out to his left. He's a lefty quarterback, and then gets the first down. That's about 13 yards. Nice play to get the drive started. We can finish it as well. Wade Scioli is going to throw it up in triple coverage, and yeah, I think he wanted to target somebody else. Somebody that was open on the left side and hit the wrong button. 4th down and 5. It's Wade Scioli right at the marker, and that's gonna be a half a yard shy. So we're gonna turn it over. I didn't want to go for a 50-yard field goal there. I think it was gonna be like a 48. No, it was definitely a 52 or something. Very long. We wouldn't have gotten it, and there was no sense punting there, so I was like, let's just go for it. I even tried to get him to jump off sides, but it didn't work. They have another penalty, 3rd and 16, and there's a sack. Drive over. That was really quick. That was, by the way, a player that's going to be cut as soon as I have enough edge rush depth on my roster. He's not from the Washington, D.C. area. And yeah, we have Spencer Maryland breaking it out to the left side, getting the first down. That's really nice. I feel like he's pretty explosive. I think he has like 89 or 90 speed. That looks really good. And now we have the read option. I think that was the wrong call here, but 4th down and 1. Same range as 48-yard field goal. We wouldn't hit it, and shy again. Couldn't get the 4th and 1 this time either. So it's still a 7-0 game, and the FCS team is also going to be shy, but not far enough down the field that they'd go for it. So they punted back. We got some okay field position, and Spencer Maryland, tough running up the middle, but now he's injured. So I may have to dial it back a little bit on Spencer Maryland. He's already getting hurt. This is the second quarter of the season. Scioli is gonna pitch it out on the option, and that is Greg Schutt, the backup running back. And he's gonna get the first down here. 3rd and 5 now. Scioli is resetting in the pocket, and now he's got a shot down the field, and that is caught. That is going to be a first down to Jeff Garber. And the name is Program. He is garbage. He is like 82 speed or something. Every one of our receivers is garbage. Not everyone. Like those redshirted ones are actually pretty solid. But yeah, we had to go for the field goal here, and I absolutely shanked it. But yeah, receivers that are actually on the field for us right now, Flanagan, Garber, and Rowe, they are all terrible. They are not going to be starting receivers for very long. But for now, we have to deal with it and feed our tight end as much as we can. Now, we are inside 1 minute to halftime. So this is the time where you have to get a stop. Or I guess you don't. You can just let him score and tie up the game, I guess. That's way too easy here. Fullback dive, touchdown, and game tied at 7. That did not end well. Now, that's the halftime, and it's 7-7, although it should be like 28-7. That was, yeah, we need to start finishing drives. That was pretty bad. But, like, the defense showed up. Only on the last drive. It kind of like we couldn't stop him, but overall, the defense showed up. Like, we forced a bunch of 3-and-outs. But yeah, Scioli already looks pretty poised. I feel like his accuracies are really good for a freshman quarterback. Not a true freshman, but he's a 77 overall quarterback. And I think he's going to start for a couple seasons here because I don't really see a whole lot of options. Unless we get Austin Westbrook, of course. I might go with him if he's good enough to get started. But yeah, they run the ball down the field. Run after run after run. The defensive line does not show up, and then we don't make the tackle, and he jumps into the end zone. It's a touchdown for FCS, and we are down by 7. It's 14-7, and later, I can't pronounce his name apparently. He gets the score. So now we got to answer, and Scioli is gonna dump it off to his to his tight end, and he didn't catch it. Grossman can't make the catch, and now they are running down the field again. This is a throw, and finally somebody wraps him up. It's John Gammon, our first ever recruit on the team. Now, this is a weird play design, and it did not work out at all. That is Rob Meslowski, a backup safety that's also playing slot corner and linebacker in part-time. So he's doing everything. And then we get the ball back, and Frederick Grossman is just completely alone behind the defense. He could have walked home to the end zone. Touchdown, White Tigers. It's, I think, an 86-yard touchdown. That was awesome. And by the way, Grossman not just is our best receiver from our catching ratings, he's also our fastest receiver on the field, I think. Because I think all the other 3 guys are just so slow, like 82, 84 speed or something. And Grossman is actually a pretty good athlete. So we are going to feed him the ball. You can bet on that. Now, game is... it's a 3-point game, and they are continuing to run the ball very well. Our defense can't stop them, so this is still a close game. And when I scheduled this game, I was like, yeah, let's just get a blowout to get this thing started, and then we're gonna lose 11 times against all those Big Ten teams. But yeah, 2nd and 6 gets to 3rd and 7, so that's a nice stop here for David Gavazza, our only defensive tackle. He's from Maryland. Hang on, he's not from Maryland. He's from Washington, D.C. Yeah, he's one of the redshirt freshman player on the team. And then, but it didn't matter. They still converted. 3rd and 7. They ran the ball, converted, and then get the touchdown completely wide alone. Coverage busted by John Gammon here. And that's the score. It's a 10-point game. That's not great news. So we gotta get this. We gotta get this lead cut into half or something to make this a 1-score game. And we'll see how Scioli is gonna fare here. 3-man rush. He has all day to throw it, and this is Garber downfield, and he's got the first down. He did get it right on the sideline. That was a picture-perfect throw. Garber had like a half-step separation, and Scioli put it right on the money. Like, look at that. Look at that beauty. That's just awesome. 40 yards downfield, and he puts it exactly where only his guy can catch it. Now we're going to hand it. Oh, we're not going to hand it off. This is a catch on the outside. That's Grossman again, the tight end. And he's going to have a first down. And from the 2, we have now 1st and goal. Scioli over the middle, and that's a touchdown. And it is Grossman again. 2nd receiving touchdown of the day. He also had the first one. And yeah, we cut the lead down to a 3-point game. And hopefully we can stop him now. I just love how clean these alternate uniforms look. I named them, by the way, the Red Demon uniforms. And we're going to see them a fair bunch, I think so. Especially on home games, because there's a lot of teams that have like white away jerseys. So I'm like, okay, if they have white away jerseys, I think I'm going to bust out the alternates then. Because our home jerseys are white. And yeah. We have to get the ball back, and we did not. That's like 3 broken tackles on 1 run and like a 60-yard touchdown. So that was pretty horrible to watch. And it's a 10-point game yet again. In absolutely no time. We're 5 minutes away from the end of the game, and we definitely need to be scoring. And he did not see the 0 blitz there. Sacked immediately. Scioli, now it's a 3-man rush, and the guard has nothing to do, and yeah, that was the wrong decision as well. That's a pick 6, and now it's a 3-score game, and that is basically unrecoverable in like 4 minutes. Yeah, you need to have a touch pass there if you want to do that stuff. Scioli has lots of time, and he runs out of it, and then he fumbles the ball, and FCS recovers. Oh my God, this is, this is falling apart. Our defense could not stop him in the second half, like at all. Like we couldn't do anything. And then, they score yet another one. And suddenly it's a 24-point game. That was pretty awful. And now we have about a couple of minutes left in the game, 90 seconds. A catch here on the outside, that is Nolan Rowe. He's the 3rd receiver. He's like a 52 overall. Like he's literally horrible. And then Garber is open over the middle. He catches it and he gets the first down. Let's see if we at least can get the touchdown now. 4th down and goal though. From the 8. You need to get this one. And that, oh man, you gotta have this one. That's backup tight end Sandland. His last name is Sandland. I think it's Taekwon Sandland. As you can see in the scoring, we could just not stop them at all in the second half. I don't think we forced more than 1 punt in the second half. They just ran all over us. This guy had an 80% completion percentage on our defense. Yeah, and even our only 4-star recruit right now, Isaac York, even he couldn't do anything about it. But I feel like there is a few things that you can take away from this game that are positive. So first and foremost, I think we have a solid quarterback to start out with. Like that's not horrible. Our quarterback played pretty well. Offensive line was pretty bad. Receiving core pretty bad. But Scioli had 16 of 27 for 286, 2 touchdowns, 1 dumb pick 6 that I threw. Yeah, a bullet past it. That was a horrible decision. And we ran it really well. Spencer Maryland, 108 yards. Like, that's pretty good. Frederick Grossman, 6 catches, 141 yards, 2 touchdowns. That is ridiculously good. And, we had a pretty good start to the game, and then in the second half, we couldn't get it going anymore. And then, yeah, we get Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week for Frederick Grossman. I think this guy is going to be really good. And this guy's a true freshman as well. So, like, I didn't redshirt him. Like, this is a true freshman. And he looks really solid. I think this guy is going to develop really quickly. And we'll see. This is now game 2. First rivalry game of the season. We travel to Virginia. And they look ready. This game is just awesome. It looks so good. I wish there was something for team builder teams as well, for like these game intros and stuff, and cutscenes, and but there is not, which is kind of sad. But we're gonna rock the away jerseys this time around. They are black, and I really like the look of those. We start out the day with, a 3-and-out, which is not great. And then we just allow the running back to get outside here and get a massive 23-yard gain here. They are already on the edge of field goal range. Hand it off. No, it's a play action fake. And wide open is, I'm assuming, their tight end. And now they're going I formation. Running back gets it, runs it in, touchdown Virginia. That was way too quick, but can't change anything about that. We'll see. It's 7-0, but Virginia is just definitely the better team. If we can't beat FCS East, this is going to be really tough. Grossman, first catch of the game, and that is about 13 yards or something to get the conversion. We moved down the field a little bit, but George Garrison, the power back on our team, like he can't get it going. He is, I don't know why, but like he can't get it going unless he gets a wide open running lane, which he also never gets. And this is 2 catches in a row now for Frederick Grossman. You can already see like how I have to run this offense because we have such terrible receivers. But yeah. This is it. We have to try to feed Spencer Maryland and Frederick Grossman. 4th and goal, and we run the QB sneak. First rushing touchdown for Wade Scioli, and the White Tigers are on the board. Tie up this game at 7, and we hope to have our defense stop them from time to time, and maybe we can stay close in this game. 2 tight ends to the right. They motion in Jaden Gibson. And that is an immediate sack. Like the pass rush was there. It's Arnold Dozier. His first sack on the season. And that looked like he was not faked out at all by the play action. Like he was right there. And yeah, we have now a 5-man rush. They throw it down the field. 3rd and 15 after the sack. And they converted. It's Jaden Gibson for a touchdown. Virginia takes the lead. And that is now a 7-point game again. Well, that was way too easy, but that's also the thing. John Gammon and James Gonzalez, our outside corners, like they just don't have any speed. So we also need to recruit some DBs as well. Tyquan Sandland gets a reception here. Oh my God, he's a blocking tight end. He's so slow. He's like 71 speed. Spencer Maryland, I really like his running. He doesn't break a lot of tackles, but like he is quick enough to get by a lot of people. Wade Scioli is, yeah, that's incomplete. Intended for Jeff Garber, who did not go up for the ball at all. So we have to punt it away, and they move the ball down the field a little bit, and then they get sacked. It's Arnold Dozier again. And Virginia is going backwards here. 4th and 13. We actually did force a stop. So they have to punt it away now, which is the first time this game. And yeah, that was really quick by Dozier. That looked really good. And we get the ball back at our own 23-yard line. So 77 yards to go. Let's see what Wade Scioli can do. And he's sacked. It's a 4-man pressure, and the double team gave up the pressure. Are you kidding me? 3rd and 4, that was, by the way, a punt, obviously, and a really short field for Virginia, and they run it down the field. Easy yardage, no problem. We have a non-existing defensive line. And finally, we get some pressure from a guy that is also going to be cut in no time. And yeah, They take the field goal. It's a 10-point game now. Wade Scioli throws it up, and that is incomplete. Grossman had a chance at it, and that is 4th down. We have to punt it away. Good field position again for Virginia, and they are going to dump it off of the middle here. That's a 1st down and about 12 yards or something. 2nd and 10, I formation, and they are going to air it out, actually, out of that formation and turn it upfield. That's about 17 yards. Now they have trips to the left. Virginia is going to throw it to the end zone, and that was a very ill-advised throw. It's the first interception in DC State history, and it goes to, to whom? To Isaac York, our 4-star recruit, true freshman, making an impact here, getting the ball back for the offense. It's still a 10-point game. Now we need to get some points. It's Wade Scioli, 3rd and 8, nowhere to go. Yeah, I'm targeting Grossman a lot, I know, but like, what else do I do? Like, I have some absolutely horrible receivers that are never open. But 2nd and 19 coming up here as we get a sack on the Cavaliers. And they have to punt it away again. But Scioli also gets sacked. It's a very defensive slugfest right now. We're inside 1 minute, and Scioli has, nobody open. I mean, I guess somebody cleared at the last second, but he was already almost getting sacked there. There's just nowhere to go with the ball, so I think this is going to be a lot. Like, this is going to happen a lot this season. I think we just have to be patient and, like, see the growth. 4th down. They didn't get to 4th down. They just moved down the ball really quickly and get the chip shot field goal here. So it's now a 13-point game, which I guess is still a pretty close game considering they are so much better than us. But if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Jaden Gibson, 88 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, on 2 catches. Gibson is really good, and he's a lot faster than all of our corners. Like, we only have one genuinely fast DB altogether, and that's Isaac York. But we'll see. Virginia starts out with the ball here in the 2nd half, and they are going to get picked off. It's another interception. It's Gideon Umodu, the strong safety. Both our safeties picking off quarterbacks. And that looks great. Now we get great field position as well. I hope we can capitalize and get a touchdown here. Very short field. Umodu couldn't return it though. A lot of Cavaliers in the area. But we get the ball at the 36. Scioli gets it away, and that's caught. That's Frederick Grossman into the red zone, into the green zone even. Starting 1st and goal from the 9 now. And Wade Scioli. This is a heavy personnel, and he gets it away, and that's caught. That's Grossman. Couldn't punch it in, but down to the 1. Gotta get it in now. Maryland gets the handoff, and that's a touchdown. Maryland gets another rushing score. Yeah, he looks ready, and I'm really excited about Spencer Maryland. He is not the greatest running back of all time, but he has some speed, and like sometimes he falls forward enough, and the speed and like enough elusiveness to just avoid tacklers altogether. That's pretty good. I formation now, and they are going to air it out again, and that's going to be a 1st down, about 12 yards. And now they have trips bunch to the right, and that is going to be another completion and another 1st down, 11 yards converted. Something that Virginia does a lot is run huddle, no huddle offense, which really made it difficult in the beginning for me to know how to run the defense. And you can see here, I'm struggling to dial up the right play calls, but also like just qualitatively, our defense is just not good enough. And they're gonna have a play action shot here. And that is a catch for Jaden Gibson again. And he scores yet another score. That is going to be a 2-score lead again. And they are going for 2. And they get it to the tight end, and that's good. 2-point try is good. 14-point game. And now we are under pressure. This is the middle of the third quarter, and that throw was too low. Wade Scioli couldn't get that one. And now the Cavaliers are just going to run it again. And now they got 3 tight ends on the field, and they have a play action shot dialed up. This is such a weird play calling. I never know what to expect here. And they get another huge completion out of it as well. After a holding call, they are backed up by a little bit and get another flag into the end zone, but that's coming back. And it is another holding call. So they are going to be backed up 10 yards. Now from the 23, 2nd and goal. Play action shot. There is yet another flag on the field. And this one is incomplete altogether. And let's see. It's yet another holding. They couldn't get an O-line to block it sufficiently enough. Now, 49-yard field goal. They were in the green zone. And now they have to attempt a 49-yard field goal, which is no good. Our defense got bailed out a lot there. Scioli is getting it out there to Frederick Grossman. Yet again, he has another catch. Yeah, I think he's got to be over 10 catches by now. Scioli, another catch for Grossman. Scioli and Grossman are just on the same page here. That is a chance to put some points on the board. And Scioli, oh no, he fumbled it away. He wanted to throw it. And Virginia recovers. They're going to run it back. Nobody there to stop him. It's a 92-yard scoop and score for Virginia. Just when we were about to score. Oh my God. That is the worst possible timing. And not just for a fumble, but also like they scooped and scored. And yeah, you know how this game ended. After that one, that just broke our neck. And it didn't really matter anymore what I did. We're just going to skip to the end here. Because, I mean, this is Virginia. I'm not going to waste your time on this kind of stuff. 3 touchdowns and 184 yards for Jaden Gibson. That is ridiculous. Yeah, if a game gets out of hand like that, there's just no point anymore in showing everything. These teams are too good. And I think a lot of the first season is going to look like this. This is like the heart of the challenge here. We have a limit on where we can recruit from. And not only that, but we also have to compete in the Big Ten. Now, I know Virginia is from the ACC, so that doesn't really say anything, but this is the level of play we're going to have to expect. And they are ranked. So this is what you kind of have to expect for this season. We're going to lose a lot for, I think, at least 2 or 3 years before we can start winning and have our program built up. But you got to see the positives here. Scioli, again, played pretty well, but we couldn't run the ball at all. We didn't even have 3 yards to carry. Frederick Grossman had 17 receptions for 215 yards. That was ridiculous. 17 receptions. Our other receivers, they just don't get open at all. And the line doesn't hold up anything. So the quick dump usually is to the tight end. And sometimes to the slot receiver, which is why Garber sometimes gets a few targets at least. But another positive takeaway is Arnold Dozier bursting onto the scene with 2 sacks here. And then Isaac York and Gideon Umodu are 2 safeties getting picks. Now, for the next game, we have visits scheduled. Austin Westbrook is going to come in and watch the game against Navy. And yeah, I'm really excited about this guy. We are in the lead, and we already, like, this is a recruiting battle where a few of the top teams have already been locked out. So this is the perfect opportunity to run away with the lead. We already have a lead, but like we can run away even further than that. And then the other player that's visiting is outside linebacker, power rusher, Hugh Bowling. We have a lead for him as well. And also, we locked out Ohio State and Penn State. Our biggest competition is now Maryland for that player. But I think if we play well in this game, we can also run away with the lead here. Maybe even lock Maryland out, because I think they're 4th right now. But I'm so excited about these 4-star recruits. Now, all the other ones, there is not a whole lot of players who have already like gotten to the top 5 recruiting stage, but those two are now visiting here, and I hope this is going to be a blast for them. Let's try to find this out. Navy is going to start. They get 9 yards on first down, then 3rd and 1, and they're going to have the read option. Quarterback takes it and runs it almost to midfield, 14 yards on that one. Yeah, Navy's one of those teams with the weird option offenses and 260-pound linemen. So I was like, yeah, well, we got to win that up front, right? Well, we'll see. But for now, it doesn't look like it. They kind of look unstoppable. 4th down and 1, and they do bring out the field goal unit, and they fake it. And we were right there. I had the right coverage pulled up, and we missed the tackle. Oh my God. I knew that they were going to do it, and they still got away with it anyway. It doesn't matter now, though, because David Gavazza got him. 4th down and 18. Gavazza looks solid here. They take the field goal, 3-0, and we come out on offense. By the way, if you haven't noticed, this is a rain game, so this is not the perfect game to get in Austin Westbrook. And we are getting sacked on our first set of downs. Have to punt it away, and Cam Pounds does a fairly good job. He gets it to midfield, and then we can't tackle him. We can't pursue anybody. And Sandland is too slow. It's a touchdown for Navy. Punt return score. And they are up by 2 scores already. And the first quarter is not even half done. We're 3 minutes into the game. And Scioli sacked again. Nowhere to go with the football. Pressure relentless. Now, Scioli has a man open and Grossman drops it. Oh, the rain is not helping at all. This is the worst possible game to bring in a quarterback. Like, this is not how you want to attack recruiting. And they can just run it at will. Like, they just run it down the field. Nobody can stop it. I even like, funny post-game stat. We can't even recover a fumble. So they keep it. And we do eventually manage to get the sack. So they have to take the field goal, and it's a 13-0 game. So it's 2-score game, so that's pretty good. But yeah, by the way, Arnold Dozier yet again with the sack. He looks really good. I like what he's doing. And well, I mean, this time he didn't really win the rep. He just saw that the quarterback was scrambling. But let's see how this is gonna go. Play action, and that one is also incomplete. 4th down, another 3 and out, nowhere to go. And they get the ball back with good field position. They run it down the field. 3rd and 2 turns into 4th and 2. Field goal again. Let's see if they try to go for the fake again. I'm ready for it. And nope, this time they are going to take the points. So now it's a 16-point game. Still a 2-score game technically. And Grossman gets a catch finally after 2 drops, and it's not enough. 4th down, and they have the ball again. Can run it at will yet again. That's 15 yards to the running back. Actually, to the fullback. Oh my God, they're lining up a fullback and running back. Are you kidding me? This is just a joke at this point. He's gonna run outside. He's a fullback. He doesn't get to the end zone, but that's another like 30 yards, and they are about to score again. And they do. 30-0. Actually, I think 23-0. I miscounted, I think. But like, this is a 3-score game now, and we're not even out of the first quarter. What is happening? Yeah. At this point, I can already tell you, this is just not worth it. But look at this. Look at Frederick Grossman go ahead on the next possession. He gets the touchdown. That was ridiculous. Like, he catches it in between 2 defenders, breaks 1 tackle, runs away, stiff arms another defender, and then runs it into the end zone. That was great. And then we're jumping ahead to the 3rd quarter. It's now 40-10. And we get another touchdown, and this one is to Nolan Rowe, one of not one of, the worst receiver on the depth chart. 52 overall. He gets the score. But yeah, obviously there is no point in showing you this game. We lost 61-17. I had no shot. I don't know. They have really good trench play. On offense, like, I couldn't do anything. It doesn't even matter that I have bad receivers, because even if I had good ones, the offensive line was so abysmal in this game that it didn't really matter. And you have to imagine, most of those points were even not even touchdowns. Most of those were field goals. We were able to stop them sometimes and get the field goal try, but we couldn't move the ball. So after 3 downs, we would punt it right back and our defense would be stressed again. So we couldn't keep up with them at all. We had no shot of winning this game at all. I thought, like, okay, yeah, 260-pound linemen, well, we can beat that. Yeah, no, we couldn't. Because in a second you'll see the rushing stats as well. But like, this was a horrible game. We had 2.7 yards to carry for Maryland. And I even played, I had to play Jamie Rhodes at the end there because Wade Scioli got hurt. And we had so many drops as well. Like, even when I got the ball off, we had so many drops. Grossman, and again, 13 receptions, 207 yards and a touchdown. Like, are you kidding me? Grossman is doing everything for this team and it doesn't even matter, like, at all. Dozier has another sack. I love it. For some reason, a 2-star edge rusher is like showing up here. David Gavazza has 1 sack, but also 5 TFLs. So he looks solid as well. He's our only defensive tackle at the moment. But yeah, let's take a quick look at recruiting and then we're going to get out of here. Joe Mandarino, we have a solid lead. And as you can see, our biggest rivals are now Notre Dame and Maryland. So I think we can win that. Cordell Newcomb. We locked out every good team. I don't even know half these now. Well, kidding. Like Tulane and Liberty and stuff. But we can win those battles. This one is already top 3 for Austin Westbrook. And we have a good lead. I think this battle might be wrapped up in 1 or 2 weeks. And this one is also pretty close to being wrapped up. And then we only have to compete against Syracuse and Pitt. For a player out of Pennsylvania, it's going to be tough to keep the distance. They might close in, but I think we have a good chance at getting them. And then Cortland Brake, the defensive tackle, a good lead for him as well. I am really excited about this season. Yeah, we just got blown out 3 times, but I don't care. Like, we started the recruiting trail on the right track. We have the lead for 5 4-stars, and I think we should be able to win that. At least 3 of them, but I hope all 5 of them. Not have another heartbreaking loss like that one receiver from the last recruiting time. But yeah, that's gonna get us out of here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more White Tigers Dynasty. See ya next time. Have a great day.